Hello, this is Geezer Al. Welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. We're at the Strip, and we're going to go to the Ultra Luxe Casino to see if we can help Veronica get a dress.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Sure, here you go.
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
Okay.
Adieu.
Wow, nice place. Completed. Visit the White Glove Society at the Ultra Luxe Casino. Learn about the White Glove Society by talking to one of its leaders.
Hello.
Heck Gunderson. Hey, Heck.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
No.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
So you're a rancher?
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
So you lost your son?
My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
So what business did you have here at the hotel?
That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think.
Huh. So why is your bodyguard allowed to have a gun?
Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success, might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
What did you say about a white glove?
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
You said fancy dresses? All right, I'm in the right place. I can help you find your son.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
All right. Nice meeting you, Heck.
I'll be here.
How may I be of service, sir?
Hey, Mortimer. Do you have any work that needs to be done?
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere.
What can you tell me about your organization?
My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
All right.
Indeed.
Okay, talk to Marjorie, the gourmand. Hey,
How do you
Marjorie.
do? Welcome to the Ultra Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Do you work here?
I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultra Luxe. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
Heck Gunderson said he was here to talk business with you. What business?
What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider.
I'm looking for someone who went missing here recently.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
Who did you talk to about the disappearance? And you're talking about human flesh? What?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
Or she's boiling on a pot somewhere. I'm investigating someone else, a man, and he just recently went missing.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
Can I talk to the investigator?
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
So the White Glove Society used to eat human flesh?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
Why, it's okay. I eat people too. You can tell me the truth.
You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further.
All right.
Ta-ta.
Hello, Mortimer.
How may I be of service, sir?
Marjorie said you gave a free room to a private investigator.
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
Actually, I just need to speak with him.
Of course, of course. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
All right, get into the investigator's room.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to stop asking about the human flesh. All right, so I'm going back to the strip. What? Don't I want to go to the hotel rooms? No, this can't be good.
Over here!
Hey,
Come on! You like that?
So I find the detective and somebody tries to kill me. Search Crusoe. Okay, the matchbook has a little note on it. The following is scrawled across the back of the matchbook. Steam room, 4 p.m. Okay.
Good day.
Hey, Chauncey. Why is everyone around here dressed up and wearing masks?
Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder Marjorie gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me.
So where's your mask?
Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing.
All right.
Farewell. Who are you?
You first.
You don't know? Oh, good. That's good. So they didn't send you after me. Where's the gentleman I'm supposed to meet?
He's dead.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
So who are you afraid of?
Mortimer. If he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
So is Mortimer behind the disappearances?
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans. But we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
So what were you supposed to discuss?
The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her.
So how do you know?
Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back, started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say.
So what about Ted Gunderson?
He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
All right, so where are they keeping Ted?
I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant.
Anything you can do to help me?
I could sponsor you as an honorary member, but I don't know that you've achieved the level of status that would gain the Society's approval. Perhaps if you were to gain some more notoriety on the Strip, we could get you in. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get him out.
Any suggestions on how to get Ted out?
Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere.
Optional, get rid of Philippe and cook the banquet. Optional, drug the wine. So, wouldn't they punish Mortimer for the deception?
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the Society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
So Ted's father is a wealthy man. With his resources, it should be easy to stop.
That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
I got formal wear.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
All right, let's try this.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? For me? Do you mean it? No, it's too much. Well, okay, but it's too much. Oh, it's perfect. Thank you. I wish I had something to give you. Wait. What about punching? That's the gift that keeps on giving. I could work on your punching with you, if you like. Show you how to counter like a scribe.
Sure.
All right, put 'em up. Let's see what you got.
Okay, new unarmed technique, the scribe counter. This is a special move. To use this technique, initiate a standard attack immediately after your character blocks an incoming attack.
Pretty addictive, right? You do it once, it just makes you want to do it more.
Okay, the debug commands from the wiki are select her with this PRID blah 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 blah. Okay, then you remove her robes with remove item 0014823E1. That's all it took. 0016A26F1. There you go. Hey, Veronica, looking good in the formal wear. Let me turn off the menus. There. That'll make a good screenshot. Let's go somewhere else. Looking good in both of them. All right. Okay, what are we doing here? We are finishing this quest. Optional, find a sponsor to help you join the White Glove Society, drug the wine, or get rid of Philippe and cook his meal yourself. Let's go try the gourmand. Oh, there she is. Hey, Marjorie.
Welcome to the Ultra Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
I want to join the White Glove Society. I was told I'd need a sponsor.
Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas, perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see, founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
All right.
Ta-ta.
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
I'm a new honorary member of the White Glove Society.
Well, what do you want? I'm very busy here.
Your predisposition towards anger suggests unresolved issues in your past.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it. Not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough.
You may be projecting. Tell me more about your parents.
Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone.
What about the banquet?
Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes. It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
Okay. All right, everything necessary to cook a meal is here at your disposal, as long as Philippe isn't there to stop you. So using intelligence, you're going to cook the imitation human flesh using the recipe. Okay, optional, use the intercom to call in the head waiter.
How may I assist?
Time to serve the meal.
But no one is in their chairs yet. Surely we should wait until 7 when the dinner guests arrive. I'll be ready when you need me.
Okay, what time is it? Oh, 8 in the morning? Okay.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Calm down, I've come to get you out of here.
My daddy sent you? God damn it, I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them.
There's no time to explain. We have to go now.
All right, fine. I'm right behind you.
Trying to escape. You. What do you think you're doing?
Mortimer sent me to move the kid. Thinks one of his own might betray him.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
How do you fare?
Oh, my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself.
I don't know who took him. I just found him.
Confound it. I just don't know how I'm supposed to sleep knowing whoever done this got away. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
All right, the strip likes me.
You know, if you knew what you were doing, I could have been out of there hours ago.
You done right by me. I appreciate it.
All right, so we got Ted Gunderson out of the freezer so he didn't get chopped up and used as stew meat for the White Glove Society's special event. And we didn't tell his dad who was behind it, so things are peaceful here, and we actually gained fame with the White Glove Society. Even though I got rid of the chef and cooked the thing, because we helped Ted escape, it ended the quest, so we didn't have to actually, serve the food. All right, so anyways, that ends Beyond the Beef. And we now have positive fame, not only with the White Glove Society, but with the Strip. So, on to the next thing. Not sure what it'll be yet. We'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. This is Geezer Al. Bye.